Good morning, family. It's your girl, Boss Lady T, and welcome to a Boss Talk podcast. Today, we are talking about the big move I made, which is I decided to lease on to a trucking company, Western Express. Y'all gonna eat breakfast with me this morning, too. So, the process was pretty simple. If you guys are wondering, they only do a DOT physical and drug test. They do not do a hair follicle test. Western Express is a second chance trucking company. So if you have anything on your license, accidents, they are 100% felon friendly. So those who are just getting out or have been out and having a hard time finding a job, you can definitely sign on with Western Express. You will need clearance from your PO though, because you will be traveling interstate. So the orientation process was pretty easy. So I got there last Saturday, and since I already had my DOT long form, I didn't have to do a physical. I just had to do a drug test. And then from there, I did that on Sunday. It didn't come back till late Wednesday night because Tuesday was the 4th of July. So of course the lab was closed. And so it came back Wednesday night. Thursday morning, I grabbed my paperwork, and my girl Destiny was here. So I hopped in the truck with her. Right now we're team driving. She's done with the trucking game after 2 years and 5 weeks. She's going back to school. So of course I had to link up with her real quick so we can run these Trucker Streetz together. But let's talk about orientation. So pretty much you go, when you get there, like I said, you do your drug test, your physical, and then you have 33 videos that you have to complete. Of course, they do give you the answers for them if you wait to get there to do them. However, I didn't. I had my videos done before I even got on the bus on Saturday to go down there, which made the process for me faster. But once you complete those videos, and once you do all your paperwork and take your drug test, the next day, Monday, you sit through a series of 2 classes, and those classes just pretty much talk about the company. The rules of the road. It goes over pre-trip, all that stuff, which you should already know. And then you take a class that has to deal with your Quadcom, your tablets, how to operate them, how to find your work, how to do your hours of service. It goes over the 11-hour, the 14-hour, the 70-hour resets, 10-hour resets, things like that. And then once you do all of that, you pretty much sit and wait until your drug test comes back. Once your drug test comes back, you get an email to do all of your new hire paperwork. So your I-9s, your W-4s, your direct deposit forms. You sign your official documents. Now, I will say a lot of people were placed on 6-month contracts. And that will happen if you're just fresh out of school and you do not have your paperwork from your school, like you don't have your certificate or your school doesn't get back to them to certify that you did graduate, then what'll happen is they'll place you on a 6-month contract. For me, that didn't happen. I went to 160 Driving Academy. They didn't get back with them, but I did bring my completion certificate and my transcripts. So I didn't have to do a 6-month contract. But also make sure you look at all your paperwork too, because sometimes they may slide that in there and you don't even know. So don't sign anything before you actually look at everything, because it's all electronic. Now I decided to do lease purchase. Now, a little background about me. I was a Class B CDL holder for about 12 years, and then I decided to upgrade to a Class A. So I don't have any experience under my Class A. So coming in the door, which is why I linked up with my girl, and I'll be on the road with her team driving for 2 to 3 weeks, and then I'll be able to go ahead and get into my own truck and do my lease purchase under my LLC. Now, if you decide to do lease purchase, and they initially put you under contract, if you go into lease purchase, that voids your contract. So those contracts are really only for company drivers. Outside of that, once you get on the road, you really got to stay on them, because they will have you sitting around sometimes for 24 to 48 hours waiting on the load. They'll tell you they don't have any loads. I'm gonna be honest with you, from what I've seen so far, it's kind of, they give loads to people who they want to give loads to. The process for me was pretty quick because, again, I knew somebody that worked here, and she is a trainer, so I didn't have to wait a week or 2 or 3 like some people. In order to get with the trainer to get into a truck, I was able to get in right away. Today is Saturday, Sunday, one of the two. So I've only actually been out here a week. So my process literally took just the 3 or 4 days, and then I'm out here on the road. I've done 2 loads so far. It's pretty simple, easy, and straightforward. I will say though, if you have a good recruiter, then the process should be pretty quick. If you don't, you really got to stay on them. How you move, how much money you make when it comes to this trucking game is really all on you. If you're sitting around waiting for loads, it's because you ain't putting that pressure on them. Me, I let them know on the door. I came out here to work. I came out here to move. If this truck ain't moving, I ain't making no money. So they need to keep me rolling, period, point blank. One great thing about lease purchase is that, say they not giving you enough loads, say you're only making enough to pay your notes, in the contract, it does allow you to take that truck and lease on to another company, as long as that company is willing to send in your note payments every week. Then you can go ahead and take your truck, lease on to another company, and make more money that way. So that's the best part about it, which is also why I decided to do the lease purchase also, because I'll be here with Western Express for maybe 3 or 4 months, and then I'll be moving on to another company that pays more. This was just an easy way for me to get in the door. So that's what it is for now. I will keep you guys posted at how we moving and what's going on. Once I get back to the terminal in Tennessee, I'll give you guys an update video. But for now, stay blessed, be safe out there, and I'll see y'all on the flip side. Peace.